Homer's tongue suddenly swelled. It turned out to be an allergy. He had no choice but to stay at Abe's house. However, Abe had a new family and a son named Calvin. Homer is forced to share a room with Calvin. At night, Abe gently puts Calvin to sleep. This makes Homer hostile to Calvin. A fight ensues between Homer and Calvin. Both sides officially declared war. While Calvin was taking a bath, Homer turned up the water temperature. When Homer took a bath, Calvin threw in an alligator. Calvin was riding his bike when it suddenly fell apart, and Homer's steering wheel comes off while he's driving, causing him to crash into a tree. The two keep retaliating and the conflict intensifies, until one day, Homer wears Calvin's hat. Abe mistakenly recognizes him as Calvin and gives him a rare compliment. This made Homer feel deeply lost. He sits under a tree depressed. Calvin comes to ask why. Homer said Abe gave all his love to Calvin. Calvin thought he was too sensitive, so Homer puts him to the test by pretending to be himself to test Abe. When Abe walked in, he scolded Homer without checking who it was. This leaves Calvin at a loss for words. He also realized Abe was too harsh on Homer. Calvin told Homer to express what he really wanted, but Homer was afraid to say it. Calvin helps him come up with an idea. It coincides with a taxidermy contest in Springfield. Homer entered the competition with his work at the last minute and states the reason for entering. When he unveils the gauze of his work, Abe still habitually reprimands him. The audience understands Homer's longing for a father's love. Abe was the only one who didn't. After Calvin reminded him, Abe finally realizes his son's feelings. They also understand each other. Finally, the two of them reconcile.